Sorry, I realised that the last video I made cut out at this point here after we calculated the invert levels for the pipe. So I'll just run through briefly how I finished the long section. So basically the blue, so the invert levels, what I've done is I've plotted them on the long section. So what I've done is I've just measured up the respective distance from the datum line to get the pipe invert levels, so the bottom blue line that you see here on the long section. So when I plotted it, I just ensured that all the points were running through and a nice line. So then I can just draw one continuous line from A1 to A3. I then measured up, again using the scale rule, so 1 to 50 scale, measured up the 300 millimeter diameter for the pipe, and again drew on that top blue line, which indicates the top of the pipe. So that now gives us the pipe long section view using the invert level values. I then worked out the excavation levels. So the excavation levels correspond to the basically the bottom of the pipe bedding, so back into the original soil. So to do that, so to work out the excavation levels, it's going to be the invert level of the pipe minus the thickness or the depth of the pipe bedding. So in this case, 150 millimeters in depth. So for example, A1, we've got an invert level 98.077 minus the pipe bedding thickness, which is 150 millimeters, gives us an excavation level of 97.927. So basically I repeated that calculation for calculating each of the excavation levels out for all the respective points on the long section. I then, similarly to the pipe, just measured up from the datum, so the datum line 97 using the 1 to 50 scale, plotted the points for each of the locations, and then drew the line in, so the red line for the pipe bedding. Then introduced some hatching just to illustrate that there's a different material there. So then following on from that, we've got the datum level, which is 97, so this bottom line here again, which is continuous throughout. Just make sure you've got your horizontal and your vertical scales represented in the title box. So in this case, the horizontal scale, if you remember, was a 1 to 100. Vertical scale is 1 to 50. And then finally, just to finish off, just to confirm that we've got we meet the criteria which we were given in the question, which was a minimum depth of cover of 1.5 to the cover level. I started off at A2 and just subtracted the ground level from the invert level at point A2, and then went back and did the same for the remaining points, so A1 through to A3. So it's going to be the ground level minus the invert level, which gives us our depth of cover. So in this case for A1, for example, ground level got 100.180, invert level 98.077, and gives us a depth of cover for A1 of 2.103, which meets or exceeds the criteria which we were given in the question. So then finally, once I populated this table, I then finished off the long section by drawing in some hatching to illustrate the ground, so the pencil hatching that you see. So what I would suggest is maybe put in some hatching for the ground material, maybe for the pipe bedding material, and then just indicate and highlight what the pipe diameter is as well. So hopefully that's enough information to allow you to go and have an attempt at producing this long section yourselves. And hopefully we'll see you back for the next session. Thanks now.